So it's morning, and I know this kind of look funny. My hair. I'm always talking about my hair. It's kind of weird. Anyways, so I've been spending. I woke up around 2 2 a.m. and I went to bed around 10 because I was working on my website. Yes, my affiliate account, and it was a cash flow system and with Ty Lopez. So I watched one of the tutorial with David J. Woodley. He's really an awesome guy in terms of YouTube. And well, I guess other things, but I just know him for that, right? Oh my God, it was so much information. Like Woodley is packing it on, right? So yeah. So right now I'm in the process of setting up my landing page, connecting it to YouTube, learn how to do all of that, and the ins and outs of all of that. And it's not easy. Oh my gosh, guys. When you're coming from basic knowledge, and I'm coming from basic knowledge in terms of, well, I did IT in school, but God knows what I learned, and that was high school. Actually, well, I was interested in IT. I didn't get to do it. And after I graduated, I just went to some evening classes and I did a course. But that was just a long time ago, and I don't even know what they taught me. And then also, I actually went to a class where I did Microsoft Word beginners. Is that what it's called? Whatever. But they gave me an awesome book. Oh my God, I wish I had that book. I don't have it. It had everything, like how to use. Oh God, I wish I could find that book. That book was golden. You know, told you how to use Excel, and it was beautiful. It was a very thick book, right? And I got a certificate from that course, so I probably should check online to see if I can find the book from that certificate course, and maybe I could just buy it online, right? But yeah, so if you're starting out like me, the only studies I have is in terms of marketing and internet marketing. But in terms of the basic of how this computer thing functioning, and attaching stuff and setting up domain, like I don't know what the hell that is. Like I'm a little bit confused between what's the difference between a domain and a URL. I know this is a dumb question, but yeah, I see that I'm confused because I guess I don't understand like basic terms, you know? So, oh my God. Yeah, so while trying to set up my YouTube with my landing page, because I was trying to use ClickFunnels, and then I came to a roadblock. I mean, I love ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is awesome, and I did ClickFunnels challenge course. And if you're interested in doing online marketing, you definitely need to do. No matter what other course you study, you need to know what is going on in ClickFunnels, because like direct response marketing is like the foundation for anything that you're gonna do online. So I did it. I really loved it, but I ended up on a roadblock. So I decided to follow Woodley, and he had a tutorial on how to set up get response. Oh God, it was so much information, and I guess it's so much information now because it's not that it's hard, guys. It feels hard only because it's new to me. So I went over in one of my SMA course, to be truthful, like Woodley was a part of it. And I finished that course, and of course my course entries expired, right? So I cannot go. I have to buy the course again if I want to review it. And yes, I took notes, but seeing the video is kind of different. So yeah. So I was trying to do this get response. I'm like, okay, I know what to do, blah, blah, blah. No, he did not. Anyway, so I went on Jay Woodley's account. He has an account. He has a business called the Alternative Entrepreneur. And there he has free tutorial, which I guess he also posts on his YouTube channel, David J. Woodley. And I did it, but I guess, guys, like, it's easier. I mean, you can check his YouTube, but I guess, I mean, it's weird. Like, I found his YouTube channel, and I know he's super good. But for some reason, me going to his website, I kind of think this is where I need to get my tutorial and not necessarily YouTube, although it's the same. Which is kind of weird. It's psychology. Like, I think Russell Brunson was actually talking about this. Like, people buy the same thing packaged differently. And that's so true, because he had it on YouTube, and then it's not like I looked for it. I didn't look for it, actually. I didn't at all. But I know, big fact that I saw it on his website. And I know that he's a very good in what he does. But I feel it's more legitimate in a way. It's so weird, because I know it's the same content. Just doing the study from his website. Like, because on his website, he has like 5 free courses. So I felt like assured that I was on his website and I was getting exactly what I wanted. Which, if I had searched the YouTube channel, then I would have found it. But I guess my brain, I don't want to search, and I wasn't even sure. But on his website, it was just laid out right in front of me, so to me, and I just jumped on it. So I don't know if that is like, what do you call that, bias? I don't remember the name. I'm so tired. So yes, there's a certain bias, some cognitive bias. Anyways, yeah. So what I'm trying to tell you, so it's not hard. So yes, as I said, I did it in my SSMA course, and then last night I went over it. Well, it was actually more extensive than what was on the SMMA course, actually. So I went over it. So he covered what he had covered on the SMMA course. And it seemed as if he went into a little more detail. So me, with my prior knowledge that I think I had, like, I would not be able to get response if I hadn't checked out his free course, which I did. I know I'm tired, and now that I've checked it out, and while I was checking it out, I was even double checking with myself, like, if I understood. And then I had a little rest. And now it's really easy, because basically all he's talking about, because I didn't even know like website and landing page was just all about this. So this is what I just understand right now. What I understand is that on a landing page, you will have like the landing page, let me call it icons that you would set up. You just set up. But with the setup, then you will design your landing page. But the landing page have another area, which is a landing page setup. And then next, you will have, like, say, it was throw them in. All right, them down. I know them in is because I'm tired. But so then you will have, like, say, this is the third one, but I'm just gonna say it as the second. Or do I want to say? Okay,
it's 10 hours.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. So So then you will have, so you have you design your landing page, and then you have to design the landing page setup, which is going to, I won't get into detail because it's a long, but yeah, go on JW Woodley site. You see, I'm tired of it. So then there is the setup of the list, right? So you create your list and then you set up the list. So there's a list setup. And then the third thing is the autoresponder. So you do your autoresponder setup, and then you design your autoresponder, which is basically like your email sequence, right? So yeah, I didn't know. So I didn't know that's all he was really talking about, right? And of course, within that, he explained a lot of stuff that is in the, like said, the landing page setup, right? Which goes into more details, but that's basically what it is. So, you know, at first, like, I didn't see that because he was saying a lot of things, but when I finish now and I think about it and I realize it's just really only 3 sections. Now, I'm assuming that this is how all websites are, because landing pages are basically website. Am I right? Am I wrong? So, I'm gonna say then, like, basically what a website is doing, or let me say a landing page is doing, is basically showcasing like a storefront. Let's call it like a storefront. So it's like a storefront. So you will showcase. But then, just like with any store, like say, let's call it an over-the-counter store or over-the-counter shop, like a shop for my Caribbean people and all my Asian people who are accustomed to shops, okay? Not like in America, the stores. Shop. Basic community shop, you know? So it's like over the counter. For other you guys who don't understand, like a pharmacy, okay? Like a pharmacy. So first you have the first part where you can see and everything is accessible, right? So that will be the design. And then the setup is the over the counter, right? So where the pharmacists stand. So you have to organize that part so the flow of the shop can go right. So the flow of the pharmacy, the front part can go right, right? So that's how I can explain it simple. So that is how the landing page is. However, the purpose of the landing page also, one of the purpose can be like to collect emails, right? But also you're going to sell goods, right? That's the front part of the pharmacy, or the front, right? So then, so for that to happen, you're going to sell more than cough medicine, right? So you're going to have a list for cough medicine. You're going to have a list for bandages, first aid items. You're going to have a list for cosmetics, right? So you will have all your cosmetics and bandage and all these things in the showcase, right? But then you have to do some organizing, right? So over the counter, so this is how you will have now like the list set up. That's how I'm understanding it, right? So you have to make sure that right, so you know exactly what is in your shop, right? Also, if you're going to send out like email, right? You should always be sending emails, because that's one of the big thing about landing page. It's basically enable, like one of the major platforms used for it is like email marketing, right? So that's one of the core functions as far as I'm understanding. So with that now, cause like if somebody buy from you, right, you want to tell them, okay, thank you for coming, blah blah blah, I'll send you emails with all my next goods, or I would just want to check up on you to see how, if you know how to work the system, if you know how to use whatever you bought. So this is basically communication. So with that, you have to set it up to the right list. Because you can't necessarily give the same email to the people who buy, say, first aid item as the person who buy birth control. You know, like they have different needs, guys. So that is why you will set up your list, and then you will set up the autoresponder, and based on their lists, if they're from like the family planning situation, you will send them your sequence of email for that. And if they're from the first aid kit situation, you will send them email for that. Okay, so that makes sense. So basically that's all it is about. But okay, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I am a little crazy. So also besides that, there's a part that you can add in your Google Analytics or Google Tag Manager. Yes, I did like first course of Google Analytics like last year, June. I forgot most of it because I didn't really revise it since then I did it. It was a really short course, you know. I still have more steps to go. But yeah. So there's a section, and I know what is Google. I know what is Google Analytics for, right? Because yeah, I'm not foreign, and I know what Google Tag Manager is, right? And I know it's necessary, but I haven't set it up yet. Like I had planned to set it up. Now, trying to set up my landing page, it just got me in a vacuum with all of this. Like I just fell in a black hole. So now I know how to set up the landing page and I understand all the part of it. I got dropped in a black hole this morning on how to set up the Google Analytics, which I didn't think that I would have need to know how to do all that setup right now. But yes, so you know, I couldn't delay on that anymore. I had to do it this morning, and that's a whole Lollapalooza. Oh gosh, you know, yeah. But it's all good, guys. Like when you go through it once, right? Like when you set it up once, you don't have to do it again, right? So, because I had done my Google Analytics course last year, I had an account. Sorta. So, yeah, that was a little bit confusing. I won't explain why, but yeah. Anyway, so I had my account, and then the goal was basically to get the tracking code, right? And so I can add it to my landing page. For that, I needed to set up an account, which that is the confusing part, because I know I have an account, but I still have to set up an account. That was that just boxed me down for like 2 hours. I will not kid you. Yeah, so yeah, so because I have a lot of Google's account, you know, that is why I end up in the Pandora box. Okay, so guys, please. So I finally figured it out, yes, and so because I was wrestling between, okay, so I have a Google account because I did my Google Analytics course. I have the Google Analytics course, so why it was so, yeah, okay, black hole, okay, black hole, Pandora's box. Okay, so yeah, do a lot of Google YouTube searches, and it helped me go back to the foundation, blah blah. So I did that, and then even I mistakenly end up doing the Google Tag Manager, which I was meaning on doing for some time, but you know, this morning it all came to fruition. Like I had to do it this morning. So so I did my Tag Manager, which I still need to go over Tag Manager, because even though I made the Tag Manager, like there are some fundamental things I don't remember about the Tag Manager. So I think I need like to find some review, like to just refresh my mind about the Tag Manager. But anyways, it's not like I'm clueless. It's just that I want to, like, You know, they say knowledge and experience. So you will have knowledge, and how you go? I did see it on LinkedIn, you know. I even did repost it. It's like it's a or was it expertise? I know it's something to do with knowledge, experience, and expertise. So first you will gain knowledge, right? Which is basically what I did. I gained knowledge, or have been gaining knowledge. And then I think experience happen when all the knowledge that you have, you start to tie them in together for them to connect and make sense, right? So this is what is happening now. Like I have all these, like this, and now I have to tie it all in now to see how it works. And these are my own words now. And I think the expertise now comes in, like when you can have this bird's eye view to say, okay, right? Like, since I know how these things relate and how they tie together, to form this expertise come about now when you can form unique ideas, or you can form ideas, or you can have like further discussion. So you don't necessarily have to create new ideas because you don't understand, but then you can think now, right? You can have an original thought, yes, or you can question more, what's the word, with knowledge. You can, I don't want to use the word knowledge, but you can question now, because now you have, like, you know. So yeah, so anyways, so I said all of that to say that it's not hard. It's just that when you're approaching something, like your brain trying to figure it out, and it's like this in your brain, like when you see something for new, it's like your brain has no, not relating to my situation because my brain kind of have a little memory about it, but let's say you're a blank slate and you're trying to learn, say, like Mandarin, and you're just English speaking person. Like your brain have to reorganize itself because there is no memory in your brain of Mandarin. So it have to do some new connection, right? So when it do the new connection now, and this is actually a real thing, you know, when you're learning something, your brain have to like grow, like, I don't remember the correct term, like it have to make that connection, you know, and yes. You understand me, right? And that is why sometimes learning new things may seem difficult. And it's not that difficult, it's that your brain is growing that new connection. So it seemed like a lot of strain because your brain actually developing and growing, and it like triggering off new, I don't want to say proton, neutron, and electrons, but but it triggering off these things, and once it make the bond, it's like you be like, oh, it makes sense now. But because it wasn't there before, that is why you feel the strain, like your brain is using like all the energy, using energy to like make the connection, right? Like literally it's growing, it's like growing more roots. Like literally that's what's going on in your brain. That's why it seems as if sometimes like information overload, I can't understand, and you probably understand, but it's a lot. And then when you take a break, especially when you sleep and you wake up again and then you review it, you're like, oh, so it was just only this? Yes, it's because it wasn't there in your brain before. So your brain made the connection. So when you go sleep now and you wake up again, the connection is already there. So when you read it over, your brain is referring to the connection that it just made. Before, there was no reference. So now you wake up now, you read it. It seems easier because now your brain have memory of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyways, so I just wanted you to know what's going on because I haven't been, I think this is like a good process to go through, you know, to to show like what's happening, because this is a real, this is real. This is what people are going through when they're trying to like set up their business and stuff. Like, so just to get an idea what the process is like. Yes. So I'll post this, and I'm not sure which channel I should post it on. I have one with my life vlog, and I have one with business. I'm not sure if I should put it on the business or the life vlog. Maybe I should put it just on the life vlog. I probably should put it on the life blog, maybe. Okay, guys, so that's what's going on. Look at my hair. It's like so weird, I've been so busy just trying to like get my stuff going that I'm not even paying attention to my hair. I'm not paying attention to anything at all. I'm just focusing on this. And but that's how it is, my brain is just building the muscle memory. And as soon as that's finished, then I'll be like, psh, that's so easy. It's like 20 minutes. Yes, because your brain already solidified and made new connections. So, yeah, so just remind you guys, it's not hard. It is not hard. It's just that your brain is growing, okay? But it's not hard because, as I tell you just now, it's just a storefront. So basically, it's 3 things with the landing page. You need the design and you need the design setup, right? Then you need the list and you need the list setup. And then you need the autoresponder, which let me call it, you need to send out mails, right? So you need to write the mail and you need a mail setup. That's it. That's not hard. That's just common sense. Okay.